Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Shell and I put out beauty videos twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So today's video is going to be a full-faced first impressions on the brand ARTDECO. And ARTDECO is a relatively new brand to me. I have never used any of their products, but I've heard them mentioned before in other bloggers' videos or posts. They are a brand out of Germany and they are touted as being the #1 brand in Germany. So let's dive right into this tutorial slash first impressions and see how ARTDECO works for me. So of course, I always start out with my eyes, and they have an eyeshadow base that I'm excited to try. So this ARTDECO eyeshadow primer comes in a little pot, and I'm just gonna pop that onto my eyelids. It's kind of sticky creamy, and it's relatively my flesh colored. There's a very hint of a sheen to it, but it's not, I don't think it's really gonna affect my eyeshadow much, to be honest. Oh, it smells nice. It's kind of like, oh, what's that smell? It smells like Irish Spring soap. I like it. One of the things that ARTDECO seems to be quite proud of is their beauty box. And what that is an empty container. You can fill these beauty boxes with any combination of products that sort of fits the slots. For example, these eyeshadows all line up perfectly, and then this one's a blush too. It just takes up 2 eyeshadow slots. I'm gonna start off by taking this pale orange shade and put that through my crease. So if you're interested in this brand, ARTDECO, they are sold at Shoppers Drug Mart, but it looks like it's select Shoppers Drug Mart locations. All right, on a flat brush, I'm going to take this pale, it's quite shimmery, but it's like a beige cream shade with gold glitter in it. It's stunning. And that's just going all over my lid. The glitter is actually adhering, which is nice, but I don't know if it would stay throughout the entire day. All right, for my outer corner, I'm going to take the purple shade because I stuck my finger in it and it was actually a bit darker than I thought it was going to be, which makes it perfect for the outer corner. Sometimes purples can come across really sheer. As many people who create makeup have said before, purple is just one of the most difficult colors to create. I don't know why, probably something to do with the pigment. Just gonna take some of this more taupey shade down here and put that just right in the inner corner. I'm impressed, actually. I thought that these colors were just a little bit too pale, like they weren't gonna give me enough contrast on my eyes, but they're working out really well. All right, to highlight my brow, I'm just gonna use the cream shade. And of course, I'm just gonna clean up my fallout. All right, so one of the products that I am most excited to try out is their High Precision Liquid Liner, because this is a pen style brush tip applicator. But what's neat about this one is that their main artist told me that it's a brush, but there is one long piece of plastic right in the center to help create like an even line. So I'm curious to see how this one applies. Let's see how this one goes. I'm just gonna shake it up and go straight in. Oh yeah. I love brush tip applicators. They're just so much more fluid than felt tip. The best part about brush tips for me is that the ink gets all the way to the edge of the tip. I have problems with felt tip liners just not getting the ink right out to the end. Not a problem here. This is beautiful. I'm in love. I can't say enough good things about this. This liner is incredible. All right, I'm gonna do the face before I go back to the eyes and apply mascara and my brows. I have a foundation here, which is their Nude foundation. It's an ultra light natural finish, drop by drop, so it's got a dropper style system. I chose their lightest shade, which I think looked the best. Just in swatches online. This was 70 Neutral Vanilla Chiffon. So here's the bottle, frosted glass. These kind of dropper tops always make me think like apothecary style stuff. I'm gonna guess you need to shake it because usually stuff like this does. Yep, shake well before use. I'm hoping this is a color match. Choosing shades online is always It's a crap show, guys. Like, it depends completely on somebody's lighting. Gonna drop some on the back of my hand and then go straight in with my Real Technique sponge. It's definitely applying really nicely. Like, it's not streaking or balling up or applying bizarrely. It's a really nice finish. It's mostly matte, but it feels like it's got a hint of a velvet sheen to it. I said sheen, but it's not like shimmery. It's just satin. It's nice. I'm gonna add a little bit more under my eyes. That was a lot of it. Just to see if I can use it as a bit of a concealer. Because it does say that you can layer it. Okay, it layers nicely. It doesn't go cakey. My burst blood vessel is mostly covered. A little bit of it pokes through, but that just makes it look like a freckle. Really like this one too, actually. I mean, who knows how it wears throughout the day, but first application, it's beautiful. Like, it just looks really natural. It also feels really good too, which is a huge upside for me because a lot of foundations can feel really just meh. So I'm using one of my own bronzers just to add some dimension to my face, because although they did send along a bronzer, this golden bronze oil drops, I tested on the back of my hand and it does look like more of a highlighter, so that's what I'm going to use that as. But in the meantime, I need something to make me look less flat. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to go back into the beauty box and use the blush that I picked out, which this is the only one that has a number on it and it says 23. It's quite pigmented. Blends out nicely though. Okay, now for this bronzer that I'm going to use as a highlighter. This is beautiful looking. Oh, this is gorgeous. So it says it's a light care oil with subtle shimmer for an even radiant summer complexion, shaped before use. I can't use this as a bronzer to shape my face because I think it's just gonna look a little bit too shimmery. So we're just gonna add this to the tops of the cheekbones. I think it's a product that you could really just mix with your foundation. Although if you are oily skinned, this is an oil drop, so just be aware of that. I don't usually use an oil as a highlighter, so I'm gonna try using like a duo fiber brush and just dump this on the back of my hand. So, this is, yeah, it says subtle on it, that's accurate. It's not giving me like a high shine finish, but that's okay. It's mostly just leaving behind some of the shimmery particles, which works for me. Pretty, subtle, but pretty. All right, so back to the eyes to apply mascara. I'm going to first curl my lashes because I'm not gonna be putting on fake lashes. So for mascara, I have Art Deco's Scandalous Lashes Mascara. False Lashes Effect Curving Power. All right, let's give this a shot. I'm always a little bit nervous about such a big wand, but hey, we're trying it out. It's quite a wet formula, so careful while your lashes dry. I just made the mistake of doing my lower lash line and I got this eye up on my brow bone area. I don't have a brow product to try out, so I'm just gonna go in with my usual NYX Micro Brow in Taupe. All right, so to finish everything off, I'm gonna go in with their liquid lipstick. Now, this is the shade Red Passion, which I hadn't really thought about when creating this eye look, but let's just try it out. It has a scooped tip wand. I'm a little dicey with the application because I'm not used to a wand like this, but this color is gorgeous. It also feels luxurious and it is thicker, but I feel like it's the kind of product that's going to stay put. And I'm not talking like transfer proof or anything like that. I just mean something that's not going to fade quickly because it does have that kind of thick, it's not tacky, but I don't know, it feels like it's got longevity to it. I hope you know what I mean. Now the lips don't necessarily go with the eyes, but I just wanted to try everything out. So I'm just gonna blot this down a little bit. Blotting it down made it actually quite a bit matte. I got a lot of product off on this, but you can see how much pigment is still left behind. All right, so this is my finished look. Let's do a quick rundown though of all the products I tried and just give you my first thoughts on them. The one I have to say that I am the most impressed with, and I can't wait to wear this more, is the Nude foundation. I am so impressed with how this looks on my skin. It looks natural, but it provided, I would say, medium coverage. It also did build up incredibly well without going like patchy or thick or anything like that. So I was gonna say this was the #1 product that I enjoyed, but then I just remembered the eyeliner, the High Precision Liquid Liner. This is incredible too. This is very similar to the Kat Von D tattoo liner, which I adore. I've gone through tube after tube of that one. And if this is less expensive than the Kat Von D, I may potentially be repurchasing this one instead. It works exactly the same. It's just as fluid, just as easy to apply liquid liner. Like, this was very quick and very efficient for me. As with the Kat Von D tattoo liner, this is not completely matte. I'm still hunting for the completely matte version of a pen brush style liner, but this one's incredible. As for the Scandalous Lashes Mascara, I love the formula. I like the way that the brush combed through my lashes, which I wasn't really expecting with such a fat wand. It is more of a wet formula, which I enjoy, but the one big downside for me is that I just don't really like huge wands like this. I just find these really difficult to get into the corner of my lashes, and especially application on the lower lash line can just be really messy for me. If you like wet mascaras with a big brush, I think this is definitely worth checking out because I think it made my lashes look fantastic. I just know for me personally, it's not something I'm going to be reaching for only because of the wand, which is kind of sad to say because it is a good mascara as far as I can see. The Golden Bronze Oil Drops are beautiful, but I don't think they're something I would regularly use on my face. To me, I think this is something that I would use more to give me like some sheen and shimmer on my shoulders and my arms. It's a very nice formula in that sense. I didn't feel like it felt overly oily. Let's just see how it feels. Yeah, it starts off oily, but that moisture sinks into my skin. I think it makes more of a nice skin enhancer as opposed to something that I would necessarily use on my face. All right, as for the shadows, it's funny because eyeshadows is kind of my thing, but I think out of everything I tried, they're probably the least exciting one from this Art Deco look. They applied nicely, they built up. The purple was more impressive than I thought it was going to be because I thought it would be more of a sheer wash, but it did actually build color. The blush was also good, quite pigmented, so go easy. It's funny though, out of everything I tried, while the shadows are good, I think they're my least favorite because I was really excited to buy like the foundation and the eyeliner. I was also really excited by this liquid lipstick. This feels fan-freaking-tastic. I blotted it down, it got more of a matte finish, but there's still so much color there. It's a beautiful shade. I'm excited to wear this for the holidays because I think it's going to be really nice. This feels really nice on the lips, but it's not one of those bone dry liquid lipsticks that I just want to scrape off my lips. Am I the only one that feels that way about those ones? Oh, can't stand them. So that concludes my Art Deco First Impressions full face tutorial. I'm so excited that I found new products that I can't wait to wear because I know for sure that that foundation and that liner is going to get added into my regular rotation of products. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!